the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Commodores will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Got his man down the middle. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll run the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Clear. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the move. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Carter. Good timing on the quick out. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass. With the catch, it's Adams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Alexander. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. That's caught. It's Connor. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Tight end finds a soft spot. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Push down for the tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air. It's Stockton. He's got him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Trying to find the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Here's Nate Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. He wants to change this route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. The run inside. It's Alexander. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Maybe some room here. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sherrill. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the
might have a chance. Running through contact. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. Oh, he got loose. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Stealing a score on special teams. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab outside. It's Wiley. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the 1st down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Here's a give to Frazier. Inside the 25. There's a crease. Touchdown, Bulldog! He got a step and just dusted the field.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
To throw, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wiley. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Dogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Holly's down working the sidelines. What's the latest on his status?
I caught up with the Commodores head coach at halftime. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Wants to fire on second down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Sherrill. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running inside, it's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Could be an alley. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Right on the money. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Now the play fake. The short hands, it's Frazier. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it on the counter. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Creates a little room. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the air, it's Carter. Got his man in the middle. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Unloads quickly, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll give to Frazier. Made a defender miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because
Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Carter. The screen, he can go. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for space, it's Young. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Young. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes a connection. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gonna look downfield again. Now improvising. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Carter. Pocket breaking down. And they will score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Heaves it deep. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Bounced off his feet. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Pressure coming. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Carter. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go right back to him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Young. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pulls it in. It's Sherrill. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Commodores go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The quick out. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Carter. Buying some time. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. After this, it'll be a wrap. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.